Good morning and welcome to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram right here in Anniston, Alabama, where we come to you live every weekday morning. That's Monday through Friday at 7:30 in the morning, and we're here until 8:30. So we want to thank you for tuning in. This is our fourth week of this show, and things are going great. We have had some really amazing guests and a lot of people who have commented and called in, and we really appreciate that. So share this with your friends and your family, and if there's anything that you want to come in and talk to us about, please let us know. So this morning is Thursday, day after Valentine's Day. I hope everybody had a great day. So we're Thursday, February the 15th. And again, we are right here live in Anniston, Alabama. I am joined by Ed Pyle, the general manager here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. All chipper this morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, if you will.
That's right, yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's early, but it sure is a fun way to get started.
It is.
Right?
It's always a fun way to get started, yes.
I've tried to crack a few jokes this morning, but woo, no.
Real good.
I think it's because I'm not that funny.
No, it's probably just because I'm not real smart, so that might be what it is.
I don't know. We know you can count to 10, Ed.
I know that. The mic check every morning, right?
Yes. No, I think you are, and I've really enjoyed getting to know you and being around the dealership atmosphere here. And I know that's the reason why we're going live, is that you are a community advocate and you want to make sure the community knows that you are here and it's under new management, and your sales consultants are here to assist them in their car buying needs.
Well, I just think it's been very good to, obviously be out here on TV and stuff like that, to be able to, show everybody kind of what we're doing here. I know we haven't really expanded out the horizon of, cars and all that kind of stuff, and also the, just the dealership in general. We've kind of just, getting our feet wet, and I know that you have some pretty good ideas coming up, so I mean we'll
they
we'll
never
see how
stop.
That goes.
My brain, as you
Yes,
too,
yes,
brains are
yes.
just always going.
So I think that, like you said, the fourth week, I think we've done pretty well so far, and I think that there's a lot of good things to come. So hopefully,
had a lot of really cool guests. You
have.
learned a lot about the community during
yes,
this show.
and it's really nice that we've had people that wanted to come on the show and wanted to just show their support, and us show their support for them too. So I mean that's really good.
Yeah, we've had a lot of community leaders. We've had the Chamber of Commerce come in. We've had lots of business owners and representatives of local businesses, and one of the central ideas is to shop local, and that's really important. It's important to spend your money in your community and leave those tax dollars right here so your community can expand and build, and infrastructures can be improved. Schools, and that's a big one.
Well, the coach from Anderson said how important that was, that the support that they've been getting for how good. I mean, they're coming along very well with all the test results and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, yes, that's outstanding. Yeah,
that's our future. That's the future of the community.
That's
so when
right.
we pour into education, we're pouring into our community.
That's correct.
And we had someone, Lisa Amerson, she's on the school board. She came in and talked to us, and this is an election year for them, and so there's a lot of things going on with that. And we had a few of the people who are running for office for the probate. We've had some of the people in that are running for that, and so I mean, just lots of really fun guests. And we are open. We want to hear from you. If there's a fundraiser that you want to promote, if there's something going on in the community that you would like to have a platform, come in. We would love to hear about it, and we would love to share that information with all of our viewers. So you can stop by the dealership anytime, even early in the morning when we're on, and say hello. We always have Dunkin' Donuts here and Joe Bell Coffee, and so,
Kip's not here yet, so.
Yeah, Kip usually, about this time we'll see Kip
right.
coming in.
Right.
He's got to go pick up the donuts,
yes.
and he likes to talk to everybody.
Well, I was going to say, he's probably down there talking to everybody down there, so we should have sent Noah with him this morning to get down there and follow Kip.
Yeah, that would be fun. I think we should televise a day in the life of Kip.
Oh, that would be
something. We would meet a lot of people.
We would be.
We would.
Yeah, we'd find out a lot of stuff, that's for sure.
Now, speaking of food, we have a guest coming in next week to cook for us.
Oh, yes.
We have a chef coming in.
Yeah, they were here was it Friday, I want to say. She
Oh,
come in
okay.
to kind of look and see what it looked like and
Oh,
everything. So yeah,
good.
she was very excited.
Oh, good. Well, I
Yeah.
haven't gotten to meet them yet, but I got
I
to
met
see
her,
some
I
of the
believe,
food.
on, I think it was Friday, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they come in just to kind of see the outlets and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
are they
she-
planning? Did you get the menu, a sneak peek?
She wouldn't give it to me. She wouldn't tell me what they're going to cook. But they're going
What?
to
It's a
cook. They're going to cook
surprise.
something. Yep. Hmm.
I am excited. I love breakfast.
Yeah, we need food. That's for
I love
sure.
breakfast. I love lunch. I love dinner. I just
It
like
doesn't make no
food.
difference, right? Yeah.
I do. Well, that's exciting. So
Mhm.
that's going to be next week. I can't remember if it's Tuesday or Wednesday. Of next, I think it's
She told me, I
Wednesday.
think it was
Wednesday.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think so. Yeah.
So Wednesday morning, my stomach is growling thinking about it. I wish it was this morning.
Yeah, I do believe it's next
So
week.
Wednesday the 19th, Chef Dave and Susan.
Susan's the one I believe I met.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to meeting them. I haven't gotten to meet them yet. I've seen they were on another one of our shows that's on TV24.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And yeah, so I got to see the food, and so I'm very much looking forward to trying it out. So that'll be fun.
Yes.
That'll be a day that will be easy to.
You can't go wrong bringing food here, that's for sure.
No, you
I
can't. You can't. So, but I mean, we do love our donuts, but that'll be a really fun.
They love the donuts. I can't wait for them to get here. So
Yeah.
everybody will be up here searching for them if Kip doesn't hurry up and get here.
Yeah, really. So what else is going on? I know you've got a special going on. That's still going on, the half off diagnostics in your
Yeah,
service department?
We'll run that all week, or I mean all month long. Yeah,
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
run that, and then also the tires, the 4 tires, and get a free alignment. That's actually been very prosperous so far. So
Good.
we've had a few people in here with the check engine light, and there's a couple minor things, and then there's one that they had some more extensive stuff that needed to be done, and thank goodness they caught it when they did, because
Yeah.
if they didn't, then they'd probably be looking at putting a whole new engine in it. So
Oh,
I mean,
goodness.
we know how expensive that is. So.
Yeah, don't let that continue. If you see the check
Correct.
engine light come in and get diagnostics on that. You get 50% off of your diagnostics. And there are also finance options in the service department. So if you are hesitant because you're worried about how much it's going to cost, it's actually probably going to cost you a lot less to go ahead and get ahead of it than letting it wait, like Ed said. And you can explore financing options here, even as low as 0%.
For 6 months, yeah,
Yeah.
0% for 6 months, and then I think after 6 months, there's obviously there's interest that's going to be accrued
Sure.
on there, but
still.
a lot of the stuff, and I'm not going to speak for the people in the community because I don't know either. I mean, I'm not prepared to have something like that happen. I mean, especially
Yeah.
with the check engine light coming on, you just never know. I mean, it could be very cheap, or it could go up into the thousands of dollars, and I mean, how much better would it be if you, could do that, so that way you could just kind of put a little bit away for the next 6 months and maybe be able to pay it down, so.
Yeah, that would be great. Even if you can, like, if you do have that cash, why
Well,
not just go ahead
Get
and
0%.
do
I mean,
0%?
Yeah, because you can't borrow any kind of money right now
Yeah.
at 0%. I don't know of car dealers doing 0%. So, on auto loans, so I mean, I know that's it's huge.
Are there any February incentives, speaking of interest rates or rebates or?
Rebates have definitely increased some. We have 10 to 15% off off MSRP on certain vehicles. We also have they've come out with some rebates on Chargers and Challengers right now.
Oh.
And the financing, I believe, is low as 3.9% for 72 months.
Okay.
On certain vehicles.
Sure.
So there are different options. There's different things that are coming out, and I think going into the springtime, I mean, I think you're going to see things starting to really perk up here. We've had a decent month so far this month. I mean,
Good.
obviously in the car business you can always do better, but
course.
I mean it's we have good days, and then we have days where it rains all day long. But I mean the weather's definitely is a dictator. So
Yeah, but you have to test drive a car in all weather.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, you need to know how it handles in every type of weather.
That's just a lot of the the stuff that you hear from people. Oh, I don't want to drive it. It's not mine. I don't want to get out there in the rain and stuff
That's
like that.
okay. They're on your
Well,
insurance
yeah,
when they
there-
take
yeah,
a
there
test
you go.
drive,
So
right?
if you put it into a tree, you put it in a tree, right?
I mean, don't do that.
No,
but
don't do that.
At least you have some safe vehicles.
Right. Yeah, we do. Yes. So I mean, I mean, right now we have a lot of new cars on the lot. I mean, it's going back to pre-COVID, so I mean, the inventory has definitely increased. We have some nice used cars that also are here on the lot too. So there's a lot of things that that we have going right now, and then going into next month and things that I think you'll start really seeing some stuff pop. So.
Now, there's also military
Yes.
discounts as well, and I know we have a lot of military in our town,
Yeah,
and
they
we
have
appreciate
military.
your service.
Yeah, they have
and
military discounts on all the vehicles.
Yeah.
There's a rebate that you qualify for. You just come in, and there's I think a website that you go onto. You punch in your information, and it gives you your code right then. So
Oh, that's
yes,
great.
yeah, I mean that's a big thing with Chrysler. That's a big thing with Greenway. That's a big everything. So that it is. It's very appreciative of what they've done.
Yes, and as it should be.
Yes, I
When
agree.
we go to stores, my husband is a vet and a veteran, and when we go to stores that don't have military discounts, I'm like, why? Why? I think that's one of
Right.
those things. Yeah, you should. So I appreciate that.
Yes.
Okay, and then first-time buyer programs. There's opportunities there. College grad programs. Is there anything
They
like
do have
that?
Yes, they have that. You have to qualify. I think it's within the first 2 years of graduation, and there's money there for that too.
Wonderful. So no matter what your situation is, credit situation, there's possibilities. I mean, you work hard.
Yeah, we work with everybody. I mean, there's nobody that can't come in and that we can't get an approval for. Sometimes you need a little bit more money than somebody else if you're going through a second chance or something like that. But there's really no turning down. I mean, we work very hard for somebody if they got established credit, if they don't have any credit, if they never had had a car loan. So
Yeah.
yes, that's
So
we
no
have
matter
very good
what,
people.
come
Yeah.
by here and give you an opportunity to
Absolutely.
help.
Yep.
So, well, great. Well, we are going to check in with our area weather with Lacey Klontz, and when we get back, we have a special guest with us, Larry May. He has a store here locally called CD Sellers.
Okay.
He also has met some really incredible people through his career,
wow.
musicians, and so I got to go in and see some photos. One of them in particular was Stevie Nicks, who was one of my favorites,
Right.
and he got to meet her. And so he's got a lot of really fun stories, and he's actually going to be doing a show right here on TV24. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
going to be around music. We'll let him tell us about
Okay,
it. So
perfect.
when we get back, we'll have our special guest, Larry May, and we're going to check in again with area weather, and we will be right back. You're watching Ride and Shine, Cruising Mornings at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram right here in Anniston.
Good morning, everyone. Temperatures are getting up to a beautiful 66 degrees today, and we'll have no chance of rain. Tomorrow, again, it's going to be around 65 degrees with no rain. But then Saturday, bundle up because we have a 40% chance of rain with a high of only 48 degrees. And Saturday night, it is getting all the way down to 29 degrees. I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV24 weather.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Chrysler, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes, nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life challenges. And I found all three at Gaston State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an office administration student at Gaston State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gaston State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gaston State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Classes, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes, nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 Second News Update. Jacksonville State University's Longleaf Studios, along with Alabama Public Television, is set to debut its 7th documentary today. Titled Defending Freedom, the 1-hour film explores the life of pioneering African-American trial attorney Arthur D. Shores. According to the Calhoun Journal, the documentary seamlessly weaves together historical footage, photographs from the Shores family archive, and insightful interviews with individuals closely connected to Shores, including key political figures. Longleaf Studios is an experiential learning unit at JSU, which offers film and communication students hands-on opportunities to work on real-world projects with professional filmmakers. The U.S. House Republicans voted Tuesday to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over his mishandling of the illegal immigrant crisis at the southern border. Alabama's Republican House delegation voted in favor of impeachment, each expressing frustration at Mayorkas' failure to secure the border. And college baseball kicks off this weekend. Jack State will play host to Memphis in a 3-game series beginning tomorrow with first pitch at 3 o'clock p.m. Bama will host Manhattan College at 4 o'clock p.m. and Auburn takes on Eastern Kentucky at 6 o'clock p.m. at Plainsman Park. In college, softball Auburn is playing in the Puerto Vallarta Classic in Mexico. Alabama will be hosting the East End Bama Bash, and Jana McGinnis enters her 30th season at Jack State and takes the Lady Gamecocks up to Chattanooga. Tune in to WEAC TV24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Lacey Klontz.
Welcome back to Ride and Shine, Cruising Mornings at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We are coming to you live as we do every weekday morning right here in Anniston, Alabama on Quintard Avenue at this rockin' car dealership. So we are having a lot of fun on this Thursday morning, February the 15th. We have Larry May with us, and we have been laughing through this break. So I'd like to introduce you all to Larry May. I don't know if you actually need an introduction in this community. Most people know who you are.
I know a few people.
You know a few people?
I do, but I'm always willing to meet new ones.
Yeah?
That's kind of one of the things we're going to do with the new show we're starting.
Tell us about that.
This has been going on for the prep for this about 7 months now. I'm going to have to go backwards. I've been writing music interviews for the local paper for about 10 years, and I had all these interviews left over, and I thought, well, there's got to be some kind of use for them. So I started talking to the guys at TV24, and I think we're finally ready to get one out there for you guys to see.
That is really exciting. Now, you know I'm a big music fan, and so I got to come in and visit your store, CD Sellers, which is right there on Noble Street.
That's it.
That's in Anniston.
It is.
In Anniston on Noble Street. It's a really cool shop. You've got a lot of music stuff, but you also have clothing, some really cool jewelry.
Yeah.
I had a blast in there. I definitely enjoyed shopping.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
that business model was done out of necessity. When the music business crashed in '08, my wife and I thought, well, we're retailers. We don't necessarily have to be music retailers, but we still wanted to be, even though it's not exactly what you would call a profit deal. So we just we brought in more apparel because that was our other passion. And my wife's background, she had a formal wear store in the 90s that we closed when we opened CD Seller. But you know, we just always wanted to stay in the music business. And me writing for the paper and a friend and I that worked there, he and I started a concert series with the city of Anniston, and we brought 4 or 5 years of really, really cool national bands to town at Zen Park, if you remember. And what stuck with me through all that was how much talent that we have that is here in Calhoun County. And I'm not talking about just like the guy who plays harmonica at Arby's. I'm talking about good national level talent. And that's what we'd like to focus on the new show. We've got interviews and we've got cool stuff with national touring artists, but I also like to feature some people from our community. And I don't think it should be just music, but we've got people that are photographers and models and singers and musicians, and there's a lot of talent here that I think really needs a voice, and I think this is a really good place for us to start.
I love it. You know, I'm a big fan of the arts, you know, all arts. I'm an actress and I love being on stage, and there are so many people that I've met in this community, Etowah, Calhoun, and the surrounding area that are so talented. And I think that is so amazing of you to give that a platform for them to be able to let their art be shown.
I appreciate that. I'm not I don't consider myself an artistic person. I write. But for instance, my son is so artistic and he's so creative and he can do so many things. He writes, he plays piano, he's an amazing guitar player.
He really is. Woo.
And he was kind of the catalyst for us starting the concert series. And in a manner, he's kind of like the catalyst for this too, because I would love to see him and his band and other people like him get a shot. And maybe they can showcase what they've got, and maybe somebody somewhere is listening. Because it seems like every time he plays, he gets another show. And people are always interested in artistic people like me, who are I just appreciate and love everything they do. And my job, I feel like, is to marry art and commerce so that these people are rewarded for their work. And I don't want them to just get the exposure. I want them to have the money where they can go out and foment a craft and do what comes natural to them, and we can all get to enjoy it.
Yeah, and that's so important. I mean, you don't have to necessarily be an artist to appreciate that, and that's what it takes. I mean, if only people who liked art were artists, then we would.
Yeah, and
that wouldn't work out very well.
Exactly
you
right.
Gotta have supporters.
And they need people that are people like me who are more business minded, who are not creative left brain people. So and that's how it works at our house. My wife and I handle the business affairs, and he handles the creative, and it works for everybody.
Yeah, and he is so talented. Now tell us the name of his band.
Stadium Drive.
Stadium Drive.
Which was a bad dad joke back when he couldn't drive, and I would drop him off at school. And he needed a name for the first talent show, and we just named it the road that ran right beside the school. And he came out there, and he was a quiet, unassuming kid who came out there and played a Queen cover and blew everybody away.
Yeah.
First year he came in second. The next year he came in first. The next year was the pandemic, and I don't know they've had one since. So he may be the reigning king. I'm going to call him that until they tell me different.
There you go. Well, Stadium Drive, I think, is a really cool name for a band.
It has a lot of connotations. It could be just the street where they started. It could be the drive to actually play in stadiums.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different ways it could go. It's kind of ambiguous, which is what I think a good band name should be.
Me too. It's hard to come up with a good band name.
They are. A lot of the good ones are taken, or they can paint you into a corner you don't necessarily want to be in. I mean,
like Still Broke?
Toad the Wet Sprocket. So, there's a lot of things you can do. Yeah. So it's
my band, the Still Broke band, they were already a band when I joined. And so it's a pretty cool name. The Still is STILL, like we're still broke, and the S is a $sign. So they got real creative on that.
Do you plan to be still broke later on?
I hope not to.
I hope not. I hope we get to change the name.
As far as being a musician, that's pretty much going to be.
That's kind of the way it works.
Unless you become, it's odd the difference between like being a local musician versus being like a, of course, a touring musician. Like there's a huge price difference between the two.
There is. There's a lot of regional talent, but I think people could. There's holes and little shimmies if you're looking for good musicians, because a lot of people still love live entertainment. You can get on YouTube and watch performances or whatever, but I feel like once you get in a live setting, you always forget how much you like it.
Oh, I love it.
Noah and I went to see a show Tuesday night, and we had a blast. And every time I go, and I've been to 200-300 shows, I just forget how much I enjoy going until I actually get in the crowd and start looking.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little jealous. I want to go next time. I bet y'all
There's
had
plenty
to
of opportunities.
I'm happy for y'all.
The next one I think is going to be a comedian at the Stardome, so we'll see what happens.
Well, I like the Stardome. That's a lot of fun.
So we should, bless you.
Yeah,
Noah.
I got to see El King there.
Did you?
And that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, but the next guy, his name's Josh Johnson. He's a really talented guy who used to write for I think it was either Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel. I can't forget which.
One of the Jimmys.
And I can't remember who else he wrote for. But he's a really talented artist, and he does much more than just comedy. He was a voice actor on a TV show. He did a lot, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Now, you got to interview one of my favorites just recently, and it's a show I had tickets to, and then I decided to say yes to Steel Magnolias, which has been an incredible experience. I'm going to give it a quick plug. We have 3 more shows. We are almost sold out, so I'm hoping that maybe
Let's hope we sell this out, guys.
I hope so, and maybe we even add another show to the list. Who knows? But we have shows this coming up weekend, Friday, Saturday nights at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. That's at the Theater of Gadsden. You can find tickets at theaterofgadsden.org. But I said yes to this show and had to sacrifice my tickets to go see Grace Potter, and you got to do an incredible interview with her. And did you get to go to the show?
I could have went.
You
However, I believe that day, that was last weekend.
It was Saturday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, we were at the store and we were filming content for the upcoming show.
Oh, that's fun. But
So that took a while, but it was fun.
And you got to talk to her.
I did. I've got her number if you want to call her and just see what she's doing, what she's up to.
I'm fangirling.
Yeah, but she was such a great interview because she was energetic and passionate and everything a good interview should be.
Yeah.
The interview should go with, if I just give her a question and she runs, then that's exactly what you want. And she was super, because I've had some other ones that were pretty monosyllabic, and that's a tough sell.
Yeah, it's hard to write on that. You'd
It
rather
really
have
is.
too much than not enough.
Exactly.
And how long have you been writing?
I'm guessing probably 2nd, 3rd grade.
Okay. Good for you. Then.
Yeah, but for the local paper, about a decade, and I owned my own paper before that.
Okay.
And it did really well until 07, 08, I guess, when they had maybe it was the housing boom. I don't remember, but it was fun, and I would write, and my wife would go out and sell ads and do other stuff. But it just it was something we got to do for a while, but it just wasn't meant to be forever. But it led to me writing for the local paper, and now doing other stuff that I really enjoy, interviewing artists and getting to go to shows and stuff like that, which is always a ton of fun.
Yeah, definitely sounds fun. So CD Sellers, so you are going to have a show that's going to actually take place inside your shop there on Noble Street.
Mm-hmm. The big man here, Eric, and I decided it'd be a much better aesthetic for us to do it in the store, because it's going to be a lot of music. It's going to be a lot of local musicians. It's just a great backdrop, and and I'm not going to say that the studio wouldn't be, but we just feel like that was just a much better look and a better atmosphere for what we're trying to create with the show.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it's a really cool store. Again, I got to go in. You also, so along with the clothing and the everyday clothing and the jewelry and the music, you also do prom dresses.
I do a lot of formal wear as well.
Formal wear.
It's just quirky enough to work.
Yeah.
We may be the only store in America where you could get a prom dress and a Iron Maiden record. Hard to say. Maybe there's some other place that does that. I don't know.
Well, hey, it works. And
Yeah.
I mean, all formal wear, so that's for men and women.
We do a lot of tuxedos, and
Wow.
I've been measuring for tuxedos for 20 some odd years.
Okay.
So I've actually gotten decent with it.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So it's a one-stop shop for all kinds of things.
It is. You can come in there. We can tell jokes. Sarcasm's always free. Yeah, there's always Cokes in the fridge and music on the stereo. So come by and hang out.
Yeah.
Try on some clothes.
Yeah. Well, I want to hear more. Will you hang out with me? We've got to go to a a quick break, but you know, it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. We still have 30 more minutes. Will you still hang out with me?
I'd love to. Thank you
Awesome.
for having
We've got
me.
lots of things to talk about.
Sure.
So, well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after that. You're watching Ride and Shine, Cruising Mornings at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Good morning, everyone. Temperatures are getting up to a beautiful 66 degrees today, and we'll have no chance of rain. Tomorrow, again, it's going to be around 65 degrees with no rain. But then Saturday, bundle up because we have a 40% chance of rain with a high of only 48 degrees. And Saturday night, it is getting all the way down to 29 degrees. I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV24 weather.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Chrysler, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Chrysler, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 Second News Update. Jacksonville State University's Longleaf Studios, along with Alabama Public Television, is set to debut its 7th documentary today. Titled Defending Freedom, the 1-hour film explores the life of pioneering African-American trial attorney Arthur D. Shores. According to the Calhoun Journal, the documentary seamlessly weaves together historical footage, photographs from the Shores family archive, and insightful interviews with individuals closely connected to Shores, including key political figures. Longleaf Studios is an experiential learning unit at JSU, which offers film and communication students hands-on opportunities to work on real-world projects with professional filmmakers. The U.S. House Republicans voted Tuesday to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over his mishandling of the illegal immigrant crisis at the southern border. Alabama's Republican House delegation voted in favor of impeachment, each expressing frustration at Mayorkas' failure to secure the border. And college baseball kicks off this weekend. Jack State will play host to Memphis in a 3-game series beginning tomorrow with first pitch at 3 o'clock p.m. Bama will host Manhattan College at 4 o'clock p.m. and Auburn takes on Eastern Kentucky at 6 o'clock p.m. at Plainsman Park. In college, softball Auburn is playing in the Puerto Vallarta Classic in Mexico. Alabama will be hosting the East End Bama Bash, and Jana McGinnis enters her 30th season at Jack State and takes the Lady Gamecocks up to Chattanooga. Tune in to WEAC TV24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Lacey Klontz.
All right, welcome back to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram right here in Anniston, where we come to you live every weekday morning from 7:30 to 8:30. We're getting the party started in here this morning, joined by Larry May, which is always a fun conversation to have.
One would hope.
I just said you're a fun conversation to have.
Just my side of it, Noah.
And Noah,
Noah.
Yeah, we're fighting over who's going to be Noah's favorite.
I'm going to say it's me so far.
Probably. You took him to a cool concert.
I actually took him to Taco Bell too. So
what? Oh yeah, you're winning.
I still don't know if that was a good decision or not. Taco Bell at 9 o'clock at night, and then you have to go back down I-20 an hour. Maybe you're asking for it.
Maybe you're not Noah's favorite after that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we didn't get to eat much. We were just eating on the run because we had to go catch an interview down the street. But that was a fun night. That was the first night I actually got to spend some time with Noah. We had a blast.
Yeah, and he's going to be working on your show.
He is.
Have you come up with a name yet for your show?
Did you not hear the names I told you before?
Well, I wanted to ask you that on camera while we're live.
The real name or the names I was just kicking around?
Do you actually have a real name?
I was thinking something kind of nebulous, kind of ambiguous. Entertainment Alabama.
Okay.
It's not too tilted one way or the other, and it's not offensive, but it doesn't also paint me into a corner because everybody that's going to be on the show is not necessarily a musician.
Is everybody going to be from Alabama?
They're going to be, touring artists in the beginning, like that come through Atlanta and Birmingham. We got a lot of national level artists that are going to be half of the show. The other half is going to be local talent. We've got musicians and models and painters and actors. There's a lot of people that live here that just people don't know. If they would just kind of peel the onion back a little bit, there's tons of people here who are really talented. Yeah. I'd like to brag on Noah. He's a young guy. He's out doing his thing, and he's talented. Photography and being able to work a camera is not as easy as it looks. No matter what the internet makes you think.
Right, exactly. He comes in here every morning and sets all of this up. So he takes it down after we get done and then comes here every morning before the show and sets everything up. And I know our viewers can't see, but there's 2 cameras, there's lighting, there's of course audio. So he does a lot for the show.
He does, and he and I went to a concert at Iron City Tuesday night. And in order for him to get behind the barricade and shoot video, we had to carry gear in, set it down, knock it up, carry it around, and that's kind of like a musician's life in a way because you carry your gear in, you perform, and you load it up and go home. The joke I've always heard is musicians don't really get paid to play music; they get paid to load in and out.
That is exactly right. And I actually said that to someone the other day when they were asking some quotes for the Still Broke Band, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And I said, "We don't really get paid to play. We get paid
professional roadies.
to set everything up and then to take it all down because that's a lot of work."
It is, and at a local level, which is where my son's band is, they keep thinking if there's a budget for roadies. There's barely a budget for Vistaprint. There's
no kidding.
So yeah, but just have to go ahead and just load up, boys.
Make sure to pay your musicians because they bring in so much. I mean, you have an event or even at a restaurant, if you have musicians there, people are going to stay longer. They're going to drink and eat and have way more fun. So it's better for your business. And so make sure to take care of those musicians.
Yeah, and I think the musicians, when they're there, they know what their job is. They're to entertain and actually make the venue some money too. So I think it's a cyclical thing that works really well if done correctly.
Yeah, and you said a key word, job. You know, yes, we love it. Yes, we love playing music, and musicians do it for the fun of it, but it also is a job. And many musicians out there, that's their career. That's how they make their living, is playing that. So it's a job. Yes, it's fun. They enjoy entertaining, but we can't live off of just the feel-goods of entertaining.
Yeah, they should absolutely be rewarded. And there's different ways to reward people, but money's the best.
Yeah.
And
for food too. Food is good.
Yeah, we like food. Food keeps us, alive. But like when my son would play out somewhere, and they would ask him as the band leader, "Can you play XYZ?" And if he doesn't know it, he has to learn it in about 3 minutes, and do it, and play it. And they don't do that stuff for free. So if you want to hear requests and you like great live music, Hit the tip jar.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Always tip your musicians. I hear it's bad luck not to.
Really? I'm going to tell everybody from now on.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I've seen it too. Yeah.
It's like a little hex jar if you don't get in the tip jar.
Exactly. No, he had a show last night, or was that just y'all went out to dinner for fun?
My son has his band, and he also plays solo stuff.
Okay.
Because a lot of times, especially this time of year, people don't really want a full band.
Yeah.
Because, drums can be a little loud if you're eating dinner. So he plays out, and he played at the River Grill last night. It was Valentine's, and the owner wanted him to just play a solo set of piano, and he didn't even sing for a couple hours.
Really? So
Yeah.
just some ambiance, some nice music in the background.
Yeah, and they did some specials, and it was a really good look for everybody. And it's the first time he's ever done anything like that, but it went off really well, and everybody was very pleased. His last hour, he got to get his guitar out and play some other stuff that he likes to play, when he's just him and a guitar. So he's pretty well rounded, and his act is varied, to say the least.
Does he have some upcoming shows?
He played at the Dark Horse last weekend and got a show, and I don't know if I can announce it just yet, but he booked another one off of that. When he was playing last night, he got an offer to give guitar lessons to a man who really loved what he's doing, and wanted him to play a private event, I think in March.
Oh, good.
And the River Grill, from what I understand, I could be wrong, I get on the tail end of it, they're going to have the full band back in March.
Oh, nice. I'll have to put that on my calendar.
Yeah.
I'm not very far from there. And that's right beside in Ohatchee. That's in Ohatchee, and right beside Custom Pizza, which they are on our Shop 24. Have you ever watched Shop 24 on Monday nights with Lacey Clontz and John Garlick and our very own Kip Chappell? It's a coupon show.
I haven't, but I will put that on my calendar.
You can get coupons for all types of places, and Custom Pizza is one of those. So you can, I think like for $11, you can buy a $20 gift card. So, I mean, it's a huge deal. And we've got grocery stores that you can get coupons for, local businesses. If you ever want to do CD sellers, you could do, I mean, there's so many coupons that are on there, restaurants, shops, anything. So that it's a really great way to try out a new place and have a discount on it. I mean, it's great to save money. I mean, if you're going grocery shopping anyway, and you've paid $15, but you get $25 worth of groceries. I mean, that's a heck of a deal. Yeah. So, Custom Pizza is one of those, and I have not tried out the River Grill yet.
It's fantastic. Zach has been shopping at my store for years, and the thing that I really like about him, before he even had a venue for Andrew to play, he was so supportive, and he would just give him money out of his pocket just because he knew that he was a musician and he was trying really hard.
Yeah, that's
so we consider Zach to be a good friend to the store, our family, and of course our son, for giving him a place to play and putting a little money in his pocket.
Yeah,
and fried banana peppers.
Fried banana peppers?
That's right, you heard it here.
Oh, you had me there.
Yeah.
I've got to try it.
So that and he had some fried tomatoes. This is a good deal. I usually get the hamburger steak. This is fantastic.
Oh, I love hamburger steak.
Yeah.
Gosh, we're just talking about so much food today. My tummy's growling. I'm going to have to dive into those Dunkin' Donuts over there.
I didn't know you had donuts.
We have Dunkin' Donuts. We sure do. Every morning.
Fantastic.
We have Dunkin' Donuts. And we have Joe Bell coffee somewhere as well. So we'll have to make sure to treat you some coffee and some donuts.
I love
That's
free
an
donuts.
incentive we give to our guests for coming on.
Fantastic.
We get donuts.
I had Dunkin' Sunday. We went to a comic book convention.
Oh, fun. What's that like?
Kind of nerdy about what you'd expect. But we really went because, I'm not like a massive comic book nerd, but I just love Batman.
Yeah.
And I love Star Wars and horror movies. And this one had all three. And we went and saw a lot of people from different shows that you grew up with and current stars too. But the thing that was really cool about it, my son and I are massive Star Wars fans, and we got to meet Anthony Daniels, the guy who played C-3PO.
Well, cool.
And that was fun.
That is fun.
So that started a downward spiral last Saturday, where we filmed video for Andrew's band for 5 hours?
Oh.
And then Sunday, went to the comic book convention. I passed out Monday. Tuesday, Noah and I went out and saw Snack Time, which is going to be the basis of the first episode. It's amazing funk / pop / hip hop / jazz 7-piece from Philadelphia. Just such a good time and so energetic and a lot of positivity from the stage. And I had the best time. talking to those guys and interviewing them and going to see them play was fantastic.
Yeah.
So then my son played last night. So that was tonight. I plan to just go home and crash.
You need some rest.
Yeah.
So like me, like a crazy person, just always having something going on.
Sleep when you're dead. That's
right,
what I've heard.
I think so.
That's
There's
what I've
just
heard.
too much to miss out on.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do around here. You know, we're right in between Atlanta and Birmingham, and we've got a lot of our cool stuff here too. If you head the other way, you could go, you know, through Gaston, and Huntsville's got a large music scene that is slowly becoming the epicenter of music in the state.
Yeah.
It's they're doing a lot of cool stuff there with the new Orion amphitheater. And,
Oh, it's so cool.
yeah, they've got tons of stuff there. So
Yes.
keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. We'll interview artists from the Orion as well. We're doing a lot. And
I'll carry your luggage or your briefcase or whatever if I can tag along to
Really?
some of these. Sure.
Huh. Well,
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
sure
be
we
the
can-
note taker. I'll do whatever. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. Getting to interview some of these artists.
I've
I
got
would
a
love
third
to.
row in the car.
Okay.
So we'll put you. Or and if
Road
it's
trip.
full, we've got a luggage rack.
Okay, there we
There's
go.
a lot of
I'm not
opportunities
picky.
for you there.
I could probably just take a nap up there.
Sure.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, we won't drive that fast.
I don't know. To
Once you really
Huntsville.
wind blown by the time you get there.
Yeah, but there is in this area, one of the things that I noticed when I moved here in 2015 to this area is the music, the talent, and the artistic talent, the museums that we have here. And people say, oh, there's nothing to do here. And I'm thinking, what? There's always something. There's always a music to be heard, or a museum to visit, or Mount Cheahaw to go hike. I mean, you've got all these amazing places, Nakalula Falls. I mean, there's just right here. There's so many cool things to do.
If you've been paying attention to, the city of Anston is just, I think they're finishing up the trailheads for the bicycle trails. And I don't personally ride those trails because, you know, I'm not getting any younger. But that's really cool. You know, you mentioned the museum. I've been on the museum board for 9 years.
Oh, cool.
And that is one of the great features of our county that a lot of people don't know about that live here, that people from other places really think it's a jewel.
Yeah. And I think we have them as a guest on next week, so I'll have to keep you posted on that. So
Maybe I'll crash
yeah.
the party.
Crash the party. Come on, the more the merrier.
I'll crash it. Come
And I
get some donuts.
definitely, yes, there's always donuts. Any morning that you want to come by and have
There's
a donut,
always donuts.
please do. Stop in,
Yeah.
yes.
We don't want to throw away any donuts.
No, we can't. No, we waste not, want not. We
course
don't want
not.
to waste our donuts.
We didn't
No
make
way.
them to throw them away.
Yeah,
Courtney?
No, we won't let that happen. And we want to invite all of our community to come by and have some donuts and some coffee with us in the morning. And I want to be a guest on your show. We'll talk about that
That'd
a
be
little bit
fantastic.
more when we get back. It's time for another break. That's what live TV, you got to take some breaks. We got to thank our sponsors, which we really do appreciate so much, because that's what keeps us going. That's what allows us to do the fun things that we get to do. So we're going to go hear a word from our other sponsors, and we'll be right back. You're watching Ride and Shine, Cruising Mornings at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Good morning, everyone. Temperatures are getting up to a beautiful 66 degrees today, and we'll have no chance of rain. Tomorrow, again, it's going to be around 65 degrees with no rain. But then Saturday, bundle up because we have a 40% chance of rain with a high of only 48 degrees. And Saturday night, it is getting all the way down to 29 degrees. I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV24 weather.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Chrysler, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
Well, we are just having so much fun here on this Thursday morning, February the 15th at Ride and Shine. Cruising Mornings right here coming to you live from Greenway, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Anniston on Quintard Avenue. And I'm just having an absolute blast with Larry. You're a funny guy. Did you know that? Do you mean to be?
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty funny. I'm hysterical.
I know your show is going to be one to watch, and that's going
Our
to happen
show,
when?
Gaviscon and Gorillas.
Gaviscon and Gorillas.
That's
I like
the name of it.
I thought there was something about Bonanza.
That was an Eric reference.
An Eric reference.
Do you remember the name?
No, but
The Big Bronco Bonanza.
I like that.
Oddly enough, that was Eric's stripper name in college.
Eric being our producer who's on the other end, and he is laughing right
Good
now.
for him. Well, he needs to wake up and come get a donut.
Yeah, he does. Eric doesn't get to get the
Yeah,
donuts.
we don't get to sit in our
I don't
pajamas.
even
We
know-
have to get up
I
and
know.
have a job and
Yeah.
take a shower, whatever.
Yeah, I know. And he
We don't
doesn't
have
to.
burlesque to fall back on, Eric.
Yeah, Eric. We don't ever take him any donuts. I should probably do
Noah,
that. Maybe.
bring him some donuts.
I'll go to the station afterwards and maybe bring you a donut, Eric. Well, one of his favorite memories with you is an interview that you did that they recorded, and Jason and Eric are both in our control room, and one of the things that they remember is when you had an interview with Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
That was fun.
Yeah, I'm hearing so. Tell us about it.
He was, I think they redid an older album and did like a 30th anniversary. And he was out touring behind that. And I'm funny about guitar players. In a way, I like to hear them, but I like to watch them on YouTube with the sound down and watch their hands.
Okay.
I think it's amazing to get your hands to do all that. And I've asked my son, who's a really good guitar player, what are you thinking when that happens? And he says, I don't know. It just goes on.
You just
like when
zone
you
out.
ask a person who draws or paints, well, what do you think with your hand? They go, I don't know. It just does itself. So I find that amazing. So
It is
and I think that about Kenny Wayne Shepherd. He's one of the funnest people to watch play. And if you're a Stevie Ray Vaughan fan, he's the same way. He just attacks a guitar.
Oh, yeah.
And I love to watch him play. So that's the odd thing about guitar players to me. But Kenny was a really good interview, and we plan to do something around that one as well. But I've got content for a while. We've got a lot of good names. We've got heritage artists. We've got new touring artists. Because we do get a lot of stuff coming through. So just wait and see what we got on Pepto and Pirates.
Or Bronco Bonanza.
Or the big Bronco Bonanza.
I think I'm always going to call it that no matter what.
Yeah.
But you're thinking you're settling on Alabama Heritage or Heritage
I was thinking
Alabama.
Entertainment Alabama.
Entertainment Alabama.
Yeah, and we could all get matching tattoos of that. A little EA
I think
on
I'd
our
rather
arm.
get the Bronco Bonanza.
Like you get branded.
Get branded. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
But
it'd be
it's going to
fun.
be a really fun show. It's going to be entertaining. You know what guitar player I like to watch play is John Mayer. I think
He's fantastic.
fantastic.
Off the air, I'll tell you my John Mayer story.
Oh, okay.
I met
good.
John Mayer.
You did? Oh, I
He's
can't
a
wait
very
to hear all
tall
about
person.
it. Is he?
He's very tall. I'm 6'2". He's 6'4", 6'5".
Huh.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we'll have to talk about that more off air.
Yeah.
We're almost at the time where we have to say goodbye to our viewers, but we have a little bit more to talk about. Is there anything that you'd like to talk about before our time runs its course this morning?
Gosh, I guess just stay tuned for the episodes of Pepto and Pirates when we get it ready. I think it's going to be really good. I think it'll be entertaining. I think it'll be just really good TV.
Yeah.
Check it out, because we've got a lot planned. We've got a lot of stuff in the can. And once we start getting it out there, I think it'll be really entertaining and beneficial for the community, too. I think that a lot of people that we're going to have on there locally need a shot so that people can see what they've got to offer. And maybe you won't feel so bored in your own hometown, and you can say, well, there's nothing to do. Well, there's plenty to do.
So much to do. Yeah, if you are looking for something to do, there's always something. If you need some help, you can watch our show, Larry's show. You can reach out to your local Chamber of Commerce. On their website, they always have local events on there. So there's definitely always something to do, and I appreciate you for supporting live music. And I know you have the incentive with your son, but also to open it up to all facets of art. You know, like you say, in the photographers and your artists who draw and models.
There's people who
everybody.
act and people who make movies, and there's a lot of that goes around here. And you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And I believe that something about Anniston, they've just really got talented people. And I've lived a lot of different places and never seen this level of talent. And maybe because we're so close to bigger towns, and they've seen a good bit, so maybe that's it, or maybe it's just something in Anniston's water that makes them really talented. I don't know.
Maybe so. Who knows? Well, we appreciate the talent, and as an actress, that's one of the things. Community theater is really important, and to get out and to support community theater, because it takes a lot of work, and that's all a volunteer job. So everybody who does community theater does it just out of the love of giving a good performance.
And that's a good bit of work.
Oh my goodness!
A lot of people realize how much goes into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're there, you're even on your own time, you're having to go through lines or work on songs, or and then you have Tech Week, the week leading up to it. So, I mean, there's a lot that pours into it. So, to have somebody to support it and to want to broadcast that is very important. When do you expect your show to air?
I think the target date was loosely March 1st.
Okay.
Eric, I'm sorry, not Eric, because Eric's not here. He should be here with Garden the Donuts, but Noah and I are going to start working on that, on tidying that up Tuesday morning.
Okay.
That's the plan so far.
Good. So you'll come back and let us know so we can tell all of our viewers what day that's going to be and when it's going to air. And do you have a certain day? Do you know what day of the week is going to air?
That's way above my pay grade.
Okay, so things are to be determined, but definitely make sure to stay tuned to that, and we'll make sure to let you know when that is going to be. And I would love to come on as a guest. Maybe I could bring my Still Broke band.
I think you should do that.
Yeah.
If you would just use this device and use your device to call my device, I'm sure we could set that up.
Okay.
Funny how that works.
I think I can manage
and we'll
that.
even have donuts.
Good. Oh, and I've got to tell you, donuts.
See,
there's a magic
it's all
word.
about donuts,
It's all about
Noah.
donuts, yes. One thing I want to remind you about is here at the dealership at Greenway Chrysler Dodge, we are having a car show on March 2nd. And so the Still Broke Band will be playing here on March 2nd, and we're going to have all kinds of, hundreds of cars out here to check out. There's going to be food, there's going to be prizes, giveaways. It's going to be a really fun day, so I'd love to invite you out to come hang out with us on that day.
I'll be here.
Okay. Well, thank you for visiting with us this morning, and
thank you for having me.
You've got to promise to be a staple on this show, because this has just been too much fun.
I love being a staple.
Yeah, and I want to hear about that.
I consider myself a staple.
I want to hear that John Mayer story now. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be back with you tomorrow morning, which is Friday.
Yes, it is.
Fuel Up Friday, and we're really excited about that. We have a special guest tomorrow. Kip, who's our guest tomorrow? Tim Belcher from Oxford is going to be hanging out with us in the morning. So we'll be here Friday morning at 7:30. Make sure to tune in and share it with your friends. So we want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for Joe Bell Coffee, which we're about to go have a cup of to start our day, and for Dunkin' Donuts for supplying the amazing donuts. So make sure to tune in every weekday morning to Ride and Shine, Cruising Mornings, right here live from Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Come out and shop for a car today, tomorrow, this weekend. Any day is a good day. So we'll see you back here tomorrow.